Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Elk Horn Valley. Alright, so today we're just on the server, just randomly in the morning here. I think there's only Spud on right now, so we're just working away on a couple of different things. And I just want to let you guys know that we fired up the BGA not too long ago, and we've been working on that. As you can see, we got a little bit of silage there, a little bit of silage here. Interesting little fact actually, these bunkers don't hold nearly as much as the ones by the cow farm. This one only holds like 1.5 million, I think they were, somewhere in that neck of the woods. And the one at the cow farm holds like 5 million, so it was kind of bizarre that we had that kind of variety in the spread sort of thing. So anyway, so we do have the BGA extension installed back on the server, so I'm going to go ahead and progress time here real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and progress time a little bit here. There we go, 8 o'clock. So we actually have the biggest bunker as far as I understand. So we have the biggest one you can possibly get. And with the bigger bunkers, you actually can't get the manure bonus like you normally would in the bigger ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some of the manure in there anyways, just because it's right there and it's in the way. I'm going to put time up to X5 here. And got to keep this information up. See what we got. Our kilowatts are rising, which is good. Let's go ahead and increase the feed rate to 150. There we go. Fire this guy up here, and like I said, I'm gonna put the manure in. You don't actually get the manure bonus from it because we have the biggest one possible, but it's better than leaving the manure on the ground here in the way. Now, as you probably noticed already, I don't have my steering wheel hooked up today. I just was playing some other games the other day and I didn't hook it up this morning, so that's the reason why I don't have it hooked up. And for this type of activity, I realize it's kind of bizarre not to have it hooked up, just because you get so used to having that in there. I'm surprised that's not taking any more of that. I don't know what the actual size of the bunker is. This is a nice size BGA actually though. Alright, so I guess it takes a little bit more. So let's put it up to 30 times. There we go. And let's bring it back down to 1 and then check what their levels are like. 139 watts. Alright, so we want to go put a little bit more of, I think this is wheat, yeah. Because we want to get the solids up to about 11%. So let's go ahead and get a load of this wheat here. And there are some perfect combinations for the BGA extension. There's lots of different ways you can do it. You can run it whichever way you like, which is what makes it so interesting, because you have so many options involved in this thing. And like I said, I want about 11% solids in my fermenter. So we'll see if we can get that number up a little bit there. 8.89, good. This is excellent. 8.9. Now the one thing to be careful about is you don't want too many solids in the actual feed bunker itself. You want to try and don't try and use just one thing. Oops. You have to try and mix and match a little bit. So that was 11,000 liters of wheat. Alright. And we're at 40%. Okay, 8.95. It's not too bad. Maybe we can put one more of those in there. And then what we'll do is we'll put some of this silage in there that we have. Because we have a little bit of silage laying about. A little bit is an understatement right now. And this is where the conveyor belts come into play right here. If you get stuff like this where it's kind of blocked in behind stuff, the conveyor belt can actually pick up behind stuff, which is kind of neat, because it has a radius. But I won't be able to get that now. Alright, let's try this. Put that in the bunker there. Let's go forward a little bit more. There we go. Now the cool thing with the BGA extension is you can basically put anything in it. Just about everything. And it does different things, of course, but alright. What's the levels like? 8.98? Okay, it's not too bad. Let's get a little bit of silage here. And you can actually put liquid manure in here and manure, so. And you get, when you have a smaller size bunker, I think this is the biggest size you can get. It's like a 300% bunker. So it's pretty large. Why did I not pick up any silage there? That's bizarre. There we go. That was strange. But with a bigger size of bunkers, you don't get the same bonuses. You don't get the manure bonus because you're already producing a ton of cash, right? So let's go ahead and put that in there. We can progress time here a little bit. As you can see, our solids in the fermenter are slowly going up still because we have solids in the bunker right now. We're producing 940 watts. This is good. Alright, let's get one more bucket of silage. And with it's funny with the better fuel usage, when you lower the bucket on this, you'll find that you lose power, which is kind of funny. It makes sense, but it's just kind of, when you're not used to it, you're like, okay, what's that? Come on. There we go. Alright, there's one more bucket. Let's see how much we can get here. So I get this put in, and then I think we can start working on something else soon, because we're at 8:38. So remember, the BGA extension, it only runs at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. I guess I could tip that. So it only runs at those times. Alright, let's see. 8:40, we actually might be able to get one more in there. So we're going to run our BGA primarily on silage, as you can probably tell already. But you can kind of, when you have some other stuff, you can put it in there too. Like, it kind of changes what you're trying to do. So I think J-Turi has a specific combination. I can't for the life of me remember what it is. I have to go back and look through the comments to see what the actual combination he uses is. But what I tend to use is about 11% solids in the fermenter. And I think that's from Farmer Beavis told me that a while back, so that's what I tend to use. Alright. Let's put that in there. Excellent. Speed up time again here. Almost there. But if you have a particular combination for the BGA extension, leave a comment below with what your combination for optimal power is. Because it's funny, the BGA extension seems to be like a bit of a mystery mod, because some people are wondering if there's like a magical combination of things for it. And to the best of my knowledge, it really isn't. You can run it whichever way you like, which is kind of makes it interesting. And you kind of have to experiment a little bit with it to see what is the most efficient for how you like to run your BGA. All right, so there it is. That is it. That's done. So let's just bring the front loader down here. Turn the engine off. Let's see what we ended up with. 9.33% solids in fermenter, and we're up at a power production at 1,085.8 kilowatts. Excellent. Now I did increase the feed rate to up 150%, so that definitely increases the power, if memory serves at least. Excellent. Good. It looks like Spud is just dropping a little bit of silage on the bunker here. Excellent. I don't know which one he actually... he's actually on Team Discord here with me too. Spud, which field did you mow?
Well, I just did a little bit on 14. Was just... and 13 has been mowed, but it's overgrown again, so I thought I'd just seed it. 13 you can sort of see the windrows.
Okie doke. For a second there, I totally forgot I was on Discord with you.
Sorry.
And then I was like, "Oh right, you're right there on the bunker." I'm like, "Right." I think it's because in my mind, I don't normally hop on the server and chit chat at like 6 a.m. in the morning, so.
I often hop on the server, and usually not many people here.
No, I know. I've come on this time more than once, and I know you're usually the one who's on at this time. So, you said 13. All right, so what we're gonna do is gonna grab a little bit of this, and
1,000 kilowatts, nice.
Yep, I increased the feeding rate a little bit there too. Where is this? Oh, I can see them now. Let's go and drop that, load that up. Yes, I know I have this on the front. I basically was looking for a front way, and this is what I found, so that's the reason why it's on this tractor. Oh, you can't see those when you're out like this. So that's the reason why I have it on the tractor, just as a front weight. It's because we don't, I don't know why, but we don't have any of the OEB or say SOB front weights on this, well, that's not true. We have one, I think, which is on the Fendt 939, which is the tractor I normally drive. But this is the one that's over by the BGA, so that's why I just kind of leave it there for the time being. In other news, we did pick up the New Holland sprayer, which is kind of funny because I think we don't normally use it, but it works really well for the grass actually, just because you don't destroy the crops. But alas, I am driving all over them right now, so that's fine. This is what we were, I think Spud and I were working on this for a time last night actually, and we didn't quite get done obviously, but we started it last night at least, so. But that's why there's grass windrows here basically, because we started it but we didn't quite finish it. I had to go because I had to eat dinner basically. Alright, is that done? Yeah, looks like there's nothing there. Okay. Let's back up here and get the other windrow then. That's bizarre. I wonder why that's I must have got it part of that row last night. Alright. And what we did in the map actually, we converted how many fields? I think we have let's see here. 7, 14, 8, 12, and 13 are all grass field right now. Now it's partially because we have like almost 400 cows, and partially because we have almost 300 sheep, well 250 sheep now. So trying to keep them all fed is quite a task, so that's the reason why we have so much grassland basically. And also the rest of the grass is basically going towards the BGA at this point in time, so it is keeping us busy, that's for sure. So there we go, we're full. Let's just follow this grass path here. Excellent. Go drop a load in the BGA there. Well, so we have some more silage for next time, basically. It's an ongoing process because of the size of the BGA we have. Like we went for like the largest size, which has a startup cost of like I think it's like 1.1 million or something. It's pretty high. So because we have such a high one, such a big BGA, we have to kind of keep it fed quite a bit. So that took like what? When we were feeding it, it took like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something like that, 5 loads, and that's like 50,000 liters, so it makes sense. Sometimes, depending on the size of the bunker, you can actually just keep the bunker full, and then at 8 o'clock it'll just you'll just use part of it and won't actually use all of the stuff that's in the bunker. But at this and in this size, it definitely does. So, all right, so this is Spud doing all this. He's doing a good job on these BJs, on the bunkers, I should say. Silos, even. Now, the interesting thing is, with the BGA, with the better fuel usage mod, as you can see, I'm pushing my foot down all the way, and we're only going 3 kilometers an hour. But the thing I don't understand is, as it gets lighter, it can move faster. So, I don't know what the deal is there, but that's the way it's working, so. And what I have been doing here is because I have this rec thing on the front, I'll show you what I've been doing. Just turning it on, and then basically where I put the grass. In this case, it's silage. Well, chaff, I should say. Sorry. Just been driving over it because this thing actually does a pretty good job of leveling for the most part, at least. At least it seems that way. So then comes back over here and it just levels it out nicely. So it's not a huge, like, big bump there. But it just seems to do a nicer job for the most part in comparison to like some of the things you can do. The leveler does a pretty good job too, but I just find this does a bit nicer job actually. As you can see, you just get bits and pieces, and then you can keep going back and forth and just level it out nicely. But I think overall Spud's doing a better job at leveling that out. Let's turn that thing off and just drive over some of these little spots here. Level it out a little bit. Excellent. That's not too bad. Probably could The funny thing with these BGAs is you can spend just a ton of time just leveling them. As I'm sure you're aware already. You can get like, you can just, you know, sit here and do this for ages. Just because you're like, oh, that'll work. And then it's like, then you made a little bump here, made a little bump there, and then you end up in a situation where it's like...
Good to drop?
Yeah, I think so. It may not be up to your standards maybe, but it seems okay. But it's just one of those funny things that you just get used to, so... Actually, the tractor that might be good for this would be the... let's see here. Oh, are you really? Where is it here? The tractor that might be good for this is... I think it's in group 4. Did we keep one of those? Yes, this guy right here. And if we did this with... I think this one could work. Let's just see here. This is the class Xerion, of course. The Xerion, I think it's the 8000. For whatever reason, this little spot right here, because we have so much equipment just sitting right there, and all the trees and everything, I find that it's a bit... oh, look at those weights in the back, too. I didn't even notice that. Is that an option you can put on there? We must have purchased those. I don't remember... oh yeah, there's a class weight, but that's a front weight. Maybe I just never noticed those weights in the back there. But this little combination should work well together at the BGA. Just because it's a bigger tractor and you can put something that has a 3-point hitch in the front. And the funny thing is these tractors are actually used in Canada, in some places, not everywhere, but in some places for snowblowing stuff. Just because they do have a front PTO on them. Or like, oh, well this one doesn't actually. Or a plow sorts. Now the problem I have with this setup is the fact that, where am I going here? I am going over this way, yeah. The problem I run into with this setup is, I don't know why, but my steering wheel, when I put my foot down on the gas, it'll raise and lower the blade. So it does weird things. So I tend not to use the blade. Well, if I do, I'll use it with course blade, not just by myself here. So this was the tractor Norm was using the other day there. Oh, you got out? Good.
Yep. Pretty easy to unstick the wheel loader.
Oh, you're with the wheel loader, yeah. I totally forgot this thing had a front hitch that you could do this with. Alright, let's see if we can level this out here a little bit. But this is a type of setup you probably would see in North, maybe not with the class, but something like with a big case tractor, you might see this style of setup. Alright, let's lower the blade here just a smidgen. Because you don't want to get too crazy, you just want to level it out just a little bit. Because if you get too nuts, you can get like, huge bumps. So what I tend to do is I tend to set the height of the blade and then just trying to slowly go over it, because what will happen is you'll get to a point where you just make a big, huge bump in the middle like I'm going to if I'm not careful. But in reality, what I should probably do is start from the other side where Spud is over there, but that's a neat little setup. I just, that would work for this. Because you have a front silage blade on there. Aw, that's a shame. Those bottom ones don't hook up. Does this have IC? It does. Let's see. I think there is something for right fender, menu charge. No, I'm pretty sure there's one for the... There it is. The hydraulics. Yeah, that was the problem right there. Just didn't lower the hydraulics apparently, so... Although it still attaches, so it's all good. Silicon Modulo. I think this is version 5? 4? of this thing, so looking good, Spud.
Yeah, it's looking not too bad.
88. Well, that's not that much in here. We only have 88. Is that 800? Yeah, 800. Alright, let's go get some more.
It'll take a while to fill.
Yeah, for sure. Let's grab a bit more of the grass that's out there. Hopefully we can fill one of them up. Maybe not today, but or this episode, but you never know. Anything is possible, I suppose. Hop back into our tractor. There we go. And I think there may be a bit more. There may be a bit more grass in the field still. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna find out here in a second. But we've been using these guys. These are the big Strautmans. 5,000. Well, it's a 5,201 do, whatever that stands for. Just a name, I guess. But 50,000 liters, these ones are. So these are the biggest ones you can get. There might be actually some other ones you can get that are modded ones, I should say, that are probably bigger, but I don't just know for sure. Well, looks like there's a bit right here that we never got. So let's get this little bit here, and then we'll see how much we get in the bunker. So Spud just had to head off to work. I wasn't recording there, but so there, Spud. Have a good day, sir. Hope you enjoy your day at work. We're going to continue working on the field here a little bit. Hopefully we can get a little bit more done here. We'll see. Looks like these windrows are getting a little thin here, though. Did we start on that one? It's hard to tell. I don't know how far down. I think this is the last one we ended up with, so I think we got like halfway down this one, if I had to guess. So let's just see how far we get down this before we fill up. Oh, maybe we do get all the way down here. Oh, alright. Alright, just coming in with our load here. Let's get lined up a bit better. There we go. And I don't know if this will put us at maybe just over 900,000. Let's try and go a little bit more in the center this time. There we go. And there we go. I think it's higher on the one side now. I feel like we need some more on this side. Right where I am. Right where the tractor is, at least, I should say. There we go. Spread that out a little bit here. Excellent. Let's try and level that out. Let's grab our class Xerion. I like this combination. I didn't realize how much I was going to like it, but when I did it, I'm like, that looks pretty cool, actually. Alright, let's move to the other side here. Because what we'll do is we'll just push it in this general direction. Strangely reminded of Monty Python there for a second. There's a scene in, I think it is Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where they say something like, "I fought in your general direction." So that's what I was reminded of. If you've seen that before, you'll probably get a giggle out of that. But if you haven't, you're like, I have no idea, and you're over my head right now on this one. All right, nice. You need to lower the blade a little bit more. Let's lower it. There we go. Really? I'm stuck? I'm kind of surprised I'm stuck here. Oh, there we go. That was I'm pretty surprised actually that we got stuck there. There was like a little bump right there. Let's just lower the blade a little bit here. Spread that out a little bit more. There we go. This is a nice looking combination though, I have to admit that. Do you like this combination? Leave a comment below whether you like it or not. Alright. Let's just lower that a little bit more. The key is try not to go over the edge there. Because if you go over the edge, what happens is the whole tractor dips, and you'll make a huge divot in the middle. See? Like that. But it's all about just going slowly, I find. Because if you see the tractor dipping like that, then you can run into a problem. But Spud's kind of made this into an art now a little bit. It's gotten pretty good at it. Alright. There we go. Let's level out that a little bit more. Now the interesting thing about this is, let's raise this blade as high as we can here. The interesting thing about this is that the way this works is you can end up with a pretty good silage spread with this guy here. See, this is the dip you have to watch out about. Let's go to the other side here. We could actually lower the blade a little bit more. But when you go forward, it actually picks up the silage, and when you back up, kind of drops it. If you haven't used this before, which I'm sure you have at this point. I mean, FarmSim's been out for quite a long while now. I'm making a mess of this. Spud's gonna come back this evening and go, Ian, what the heck did you do? I'm like, I was trying to level it. Obviously. Obviously not doing a very good job. Alright, let's drive over this a little bit here. Try and level it out a little bit. There we go. This is good. And let's lower that a little bit. There we go. And I'm trying to even it out here a little bit so you don't have such a huge dip in the middle. That's the idea, at least. There we go. Good. I love how maneuverable this thing is, though. Whoa, careful. And spread that out a little bit. Well, that's not too bad now. Gonna raise this up, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and just level that side out a little bit too. Anyways, folks, I'll do it off camera though. Anyways, folks, my name's Ian Robson. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Elk Horn Valley and a little bit of silage that we did there. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Elk Horn Valley. I'll catch you guys later.